Hi Cancerian, welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. It's really windy here today, so if you pick that up in the microphone and you wonder what that is, it's the wind of change. I feel like that is huge change. Cancer, this is your reading for the upcoming 2 weeks, starting on the 17th of February, going on till the 1st of March. Can you believe that? I feel like it's spring already. I've asked for the most inspiring, uplifting, beneficial message that I can give you guys at this moment in time for your upcoming 2 weeks. And I'm shuffling and waiting for 3 cards to pop out or more if that's necessary for the story. And I'm using the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland. I should say that we have a new moon on the 23rd of February, so you might want to use that energy if you're into that, if you're into the moon. But I do want to say that I've said to the other signs, and I should say this too, because usually I do your reading not today, but for some reason I wanted to bring your reading in for today. Just open space to have you here today, so that's of some significance, some meaning. I don't know what that is yet, because usually I do like Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and then Cancer, Leo, Virgo. Maybe that's significant to you, that you're with the Aries, Taurus, Gemini group, something like that. Anyway, we're moving into Pisces season. So the Pisces, whoever is born in Pisces, like coming into the Pisces season, starting now. And yes, you can read into that. Like the astrology around it is that we're closing off this Zodiac circle, because then we move into Aries, and Aries is the first sign in the Zodiac, and Pisces is the last. Cool card. So it's like it's an ending, but it's also like we're looking into a beginning, and you can use the astrology if you're into that. What I feel, and I should say then that me and the astrology is on the same page, but if you leave all that out, I still feel like it's something wrapping up, it's something coming to an end. I'm cleaning stuff out from my closet. There's people that sort of have somewhat tried to come back into my life, and I feel like no, there's no room there for that energy anymore. And it's like moving on. So and in moving on, we have to move on from something, and I feel like that is really happening right now, maybe even more so than leading up to 2020. I feel almost like there's a New Year's now. It's like coming into the New Year's in this Pisces season. It's almost like leading up to 2020 now, in a way. I don't know, maybe you relate. Gorgeous Cancer. And I mean, it's an overall general reading. It's like messages from the universe, but there's a brand new start here for you. And it's of course interesting that I start to say it's rather than like ending something, we're really coming into something. For the other people I've said, or other signs I've said, I focus more on the wrapping up, on ending, on where we have come from. And for you it's more like we're starting over now. But that's Aries season, and we're starting over. You have 2 number 1s on the table. 2 number 1s, guys, which speaks for brand new beginning, new start, rekindling of some sort. It can be. Let's look into it and see what we find. But it's pretty gorgeous. It's almost the same card. It's so freaking windy. Oh my god. It's like it's gonna come through the window here. This first card out is number 3. For 3, for me, number 3 stands for joy, creativity, work-related things. It's like it can be joy and creativity in relationships as well, but usually comes up around work, and it's for recognition and reward, and it's quite telling of what it is. It's recognition and reward. So it could be that you're being rewarded or recognized for something at your work. You really have worked away at something and you're being recognized for it. And I want to add the word finally. So with little mountains thing happening in the back, it feels like it's been up and down and up and down and up and down. And you're finally being rewarded for it. There's another story coming through, and it's like it has been a lot of up and down, and this is you. I feel like this is you almost bowing to say, and I will let you have my what do you say? Resignation. Resignation. You're resigning. You're stepping back, like you're thanking for your time here, and you're like you don't want to be here anymore. And this could mean, since it is a general reading, I feel for a lot of people that could mean for work, but it can also mean in a relationship. It can mean, like I said, a wrapping up of something. You're stepping out of something, saying goodbye to a part of yourself that you don't longer wish to bring into the future, if that makes sense, or some old behavior, old patterns, old something like that. That's the second story, and you feel which one you resonate with more. It could be you could resonate with both, obviously. But the strongest thing that comes through here is that awesome yellow light. The yellow light that comes in from the sun. It feels like it's this whole sun right here that is just shining upon you, and then with the yellow coming down like this, I feel like that's your how sure you feel of yourself, starting to feel about yourself. The solar plexus really is talking here. And you really have stepped up. It's like literally you have stepped up, and you've started with the, I want to use the big word regime. Like you've started something new for yourself that really will benefit yourself. That really will put you in a way better. If that's changing your diet, changing your exercise routine, having an exercise routine for the first time ever, dropping an exercise routine, whatever you're shifting around that really is working for you is really going to work for you, I feel. And therefore, you might be rewarded as well, rewarded with more energy, with more clear mind, with more creativity, right? Ultimately, what it will all lead to is a stronger foundation. It's the red border, and it speaks about foundation, safety, security, like you have everything you need, like financially, home, car, that practical stuff that we take so much for granted when we have it, and it feels really hard when we don't. So I feel like you reached a place where you really are becoming more and more stable in your foundation. And that means leaving some stuff behind that doesn't fit anymore, or stepping into some things that really serve you now. And you're doing that, and give yourself props for that, because I think it took you a while to get there. And then the next card out there, number 1, it says love begins. And I cannot not talk about, like, it's a general reading, and it's not a typical love reading, but I mean, I'm so drawn to, it says love begins, and it's the love card. Your cup is overflowing, so I feel like this is you just being completely in love, like feeling over the moon, on top of the clouds, cloud number 9, like all of that. And of course it could be love like towards yourself, and love for life, and love with like alignment with spirit and all of that. But for a lot of you Cancerians, you're looking to step into a new relationship, a gorgeous meant. There's no relationship on earth that is not meant to be, because you've attracted them into your life for a reason, one reason or another, you know. But this is the type of love relationship where you both knew before coming into this earth plane that you were going to meet again. And however long it has taken you to come back to each other, and that maybe for some reason you might have even been with other people for a long time, for long periods of time, and still have had that feeling that this might not be it either. You could have thought for 2 seconds, I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be here. It's the right thing. But soon enough, it's like, or not. Can I just make it work? No, you cannot, because this is what you were waiting for. And as I said that, it says 10:10 on the clock. So it's a complete completion. It's like something is being completed now. We're stepping into this beautiful, gorgeous love that you've reached this place. You've healed. There's a green border which speaks about healing, becoming whole. It's 2 trees that is it's very beautiful how the flow between you guys is just, it's effortless. It just is. There's no waves. There's no up in the air emotion, like yelling conflict. It just is. It's just calm waters. It's just calm waters, and it just being, kept. It just continues to pour into the calm waters. And here you are, stable, a stable, let's call you a tree for the sake of it, because it is. You're a stable tree, they're a stable tree, and it's just flowing between you guys. And it's your cup. Both of your cups are overflowing. So I see this is your hand. You see that this hand has a pink sleeve, and this hand has a yellow sleeve. It is just gorgeous. You're just coming together to hold that cup and overflow together. There's an equal balance to your love. There's an equal balance to your self-worth and your self... what is that called? Självförtroende. Self-confidence. Like how you just feel confident in this type of love. There's no questioning. There's no like walking on eggshells. There's no... if you ever been scared in your previous relationship, if you ever felt not seen, if you ever felt like you had so much love to give to somebody and they just would not receive it, that is also a major thing. To have so much love and do so much for another, and they're just not capable because they're not capable. So it's nothing wrong, but it just falls. It's just giving a compliment to somebody. Like, oh my God, you're gorgeous today. I don't know. I feel like, and it just falls flat. If the love is not received, it's equally hard to love somebody if it's not received as it is to not receive, if that makes sense. And here, I just feel this communing. I have like goosebumps. Oh, it's like, it's gorgeous love. It's gorgeous love. And you've been waiting for this love. Oh my goodness. And it's the number 1, which now is even more so. It's the only relationship. It's the only relationship that ever was meant in that sense for you. It's the rainbow on top of it, which if I don't hold it too close, it looks like it's yellow as well. So that it speaks so much about the solar plexus, about how sure, worthy, confident. It's manifested love here for you guys. It's beautiful. It's new beginnings. It's new and rekindling. When I say rekindling, it could be between 2 people that has met once, and you could have met. I don't feel for the majority of the Cancerian here that's the truth. I feel more that this is brand new love, but it's not brand new in the sense that you've met so many times in previous lifetimes. Like that's why it's called a soulmate, because the soul was whole before coming here, and so you sort of divide the soul, the oversoul, if you will, and then coming here, you're sort of searching for each other. And it could be later in life, it could be earlier in life. It doesn't really matter what age you are, but it's like a recognition, it's a rekindling. It can be, but I feel like it is for a few of you guys that you're coming back together with somebody that you already met. And then if that is the case, I feel like you've all along, you've had a feeling, maybe even forgot about them through the years, but initially you had a feeling that this is something else. This is where I feel like home. And maybe you were supposed to go out and grow individually and then come back together. But for the majority of the group here, I feel like this is brand new love, physical brand new love. Okay. And then another one. So overall, I mean, you're starting a brand new life here, Cancer. I feel like you're shifting a whole lot of things here. Is the universe is on your side. It's called awareness on the bottom, and I am drawn to that. But this is you opening up. This is you, as much as you are entering this new love, you're also entering this new place of spirituality. I don't know really how to put the energy that I feel into words, because it's sort of a new place, and it's like, sorry, I can't find, okay, I'm just gonna try to describe it. It's like, okay, so in Sweden, we drive on the right side. Every other country drives on the wrong side. I'm kidding. But we did have traffic on the left side for, I don't know how, is that? No, I shouldn't get into it. I don't know which year we shifted it. I know that Australia and I think Britain is still driving on the left side. You know driving. If you know how to drive, you know driving. You know how it works. You know how to maneuver your car. You know the traffic rules. You know what it's about. This thing is like, I don't know if this is the worst or the best metaphor ever. This is like you, all of a sudden your country is deciding we're shifting from right to left side traffic. And so you already know driving, and nothing new is going on with the car, and no additional education is needed in order for you to be able to drive. It's just a whole new set of, like, everything is reversed. Everything, if you shifted, if everybody has an automat these days, but like if you shifted your like gear with your stick, it's like, and now you have to do that with your left hand and switch around your, like how you put your foot on the gas or brake or whatever. You shift everything, and then you have to coordinate like how you meet people in intersections or red lights or whatever, like how you drive out. You know what I'm trying to say here. It's like completely, I know this because I know where I come from. I know how to drive, but it's a whole new set of perspective and like shifting the whole thing to a new side. And so that you have to be so, you know it, but it's a brand new set of rules here that we have to apply, and we have to be careful, and we have to be aware. Awareness, guys, it's like your spiritual awakening is shifting from right to left traffic. Hope this makes sense to somebody. And I think you feel that you're upon it. I think you feel that you have started to engage in a new way with your on your spiritual path. We have an opening here in your crown chakra, and that to me, this speaks, I mean, for me, everything is open. For me, it's just a connection. I'm not too focused on it have to be on the crown, but this just speaks about it, you being so in alignment with the universe. There's really no difference. There's freaking fire coming out of your head, and it comes full circle. There's something about like, you just all of a sudden, like, it's almost like it's like, oh my God, I get it now. I know where I fit. I know how it works. I know what's me and what's them, but still it's no separation. I know it's like, but it's still brand new, and it's in it. I feel like it shifts everything and yet nothing. Either this is the most profound and most truthful, authentic reading for you who resonate with this, or it's the most like, what the what is she talking about? That is just too out there, or it's just too confusing. Hope is the first. So you're shifting everything, and your love is in on it. Because they're your soulmate. They're in on it. They know what you're trying to do. They know what, and even though they don't know on a what do you say in English? On a cellular level, let's say, even though they don't know, they want to understand what you're going through. They have an open mind. They have an open wish, wanting to understand what you're going through. So there's never you have to explain yourself. I have the feeling, considering I know that the readings I've done in the past, I have the feeling that you felt like you sometimes were always like 1 or 2 chapters ahead of your partner, or even a book ahead of your partner, or not even in the book realm at all, if that makes sense. Not that you're better than them, but just more advanced, just more always like in the forefront of your spiritual path compared to your partner. And now all of a sudden we have 1-1, we have equal. They're holding the cup the same way that you're holding the cup. It's so beautiful. It's complete gorgeousness. And a complete realignment with the universe. It's almost like I see it like, and you're coming back and you're holding hands like this. And it's like the whole earth just shakes a bit, that somebody on the other side of the world goes, what's that? That is you guys just coming together. And it sounds really grand, but it feels really grand. It feels beautiful. Okay, guys, this was your love reading. I was going to say it is a love reading, but this was your reading for the upcoming 2 weeks. Come back for your love reading in a week if you want to, and let's see what we can find there. Otherwise, please take care, and I see you soon. Bye.